Daf Nun Tes Amud Aleph, 10 lines from the top. Alazava is, so we make the special bracha Shekoyach Grosam Ali Olaman. Zava is, what is that? My voice, what are voice? Rav Katina Goy, it's an earthquake. Rav Katina Havakazal Ba'urcha, he was walking on the road. Kimota Pischa Debe Uviatamya, he came to the house of a person who was doing kishuf with bones, a Baal Oiv. So Ganar Goya, there was an earthquake. The land, earth shook with an earthquake. Omar miyadavitamya Goya mahu. So he asked him, "Do you know what this earthquake? What's the cause of this earthquake?" Romale Koila, he called out. And he says, "Katina, amai lo yadana. Why should I not know?" When the Rabbi Shalom remembers his children, when they're in Golis and amongst the Umas Ha'olam and Tsar, Marich the Mois Yamagodol, he Kivyachol lowers 2 tiers into Yamagodol. This is just a mashal, it's an allegory. It's Kivyachol, he lowers 2 tiers in Yamagodol, the Koil Nishim, Seifa, Elamat Seifa, Vahainu Goya, and that is the earthquake. Omer of Katina of Yatamya Kadivu Umila Kadivin. He's saying false. What he says is false. It's not true. If that's the case, if there's 2 tiers, there's 2 drops, there should be 2 earthquakes. However, the Gemara says Veloihi, that's not so. Goya Ovid. Really, there are 2 earthquakes. Why was he not moida? Why did he not admit to it? So that people should not be so impressed with his Baal Oiv, with his Kishiv Macher, and follow him. So he wanted to, therefore, dispel it, and he wanted to negate his words, but really that was the correct explanation. Of course, these are things we don't really understand the true meaning of them, but in the world of Nister, that's really what it means, how it happens. Rav Katina, Rav Katina himself said, Seifek Kapav, he clasps his hands together, so to speak, of Yochel, and that causes the earthquake. Shenemar v'gamani ake kapi al kapi v'ani chaysi chamosi. I'll clap my hands together, and that'll put my anger to rest. So that clapping causes the earthquake. Rav Nosson Omer says a different pshas. Anocha misaneach, he sighs, and that causes Shenemar v'ani chaysi chamosi bam v'nei chamti. So I will be consoled with them. So it's as if Kadosh Baruch Hu sighs, his sighs of consolation, and that causes it. Rabbanan Omri, what causes it is boyet barakia. He kicks the rakia, so to speak. Shenemar heydad, like kedorchim, when the people, the workers, when they stomp on the grapes, so they say heydad. That's they gives them the call. They call out to encourage them to work harder and stomp on the grapes. Heydad kedorchim yana al kol yoshiaretz. So he calls out heydad like the ones who stomp on the grapes. So he's kicking like those who stomp on there. He kicks kivyachol, and that is what causes the earthquake. Ravacha bar Yaakov Amar doichik raglav tachas kisei hakoved. He puts his feet, so to speak, under the kisei hakoved, and that causes it. Shenemar koyamar Hashem Hashemayim kisi, the heavens are my throne, va'aretz hadam raglav, and the earth is my footstool. So when he puts his feet under the kisei hakoved and it kicks the earth, the footstool, the earth, it shudders, it has the earthquake. And on the thunder also you make the special bracha shekoyach v'rosam alei olam. My ra'amim, what is the cause of thunder? Amr Shmuel ananim begal. Shenemar is clouds that collide with each other. Shenemar kol ra'amcha begalgal hiru v'rakim tevel ragza v'tirish ha'aretz. So it says that the thunder was the winds that are the rolling of the winds. So it's the rolling of the winds that causes the thunder. They say, it's clouds that pour water one into the other. When he puts the waters, the sound of the putting the waters in the shamayim. So when it pours water from one to the other. Ravacha bar Yaakov Amar Barka Takifa, the bark banana. It's a powerful thunder, lightning rather. It's a powerful lightning, the bark banana, that it hits the cloud. umitver gzize de barza, and it breaks the pieces of hail. So the lightning strikes the cloud, it breaks the pieces of hail, and that's the sound that you hear from the thunder. The winds, the clouds rather, have, so to speak, holes in them. And wind comes and blows on the face of it. And it's like the wind blowing on the open barrel in the mouth of a barrel that it causes this kind of a crashing sound. The Gemara says, however, mistabra kravacha bar Yaakov, that's mistabra the barak baraka omenachme anane v'asimitra, because we see that when lightning strikes and then you hear the sound of the thunder, so that's mistabra why it happens. Vala ruchais, and on the winds you also make the bracha. My ruchais amrabaya zafa. It says it's the powerful winds. It's like a hurricane, a tornado. Those type of powerful winds, you make also the special bracha. We have a Kabbalah that they will not come at the nighttime. We say the Have, we do see that it does come. The Gemara says, it didn't start at night. It started in the daytime and just continued in the night. We have a Kabbalah that it doesn't last for 2 hours. The that pamayim for 2 hours, a tzora, this is a tzora, it's damaging, it's destruction, it will not be pamayim, it will not be 2 hours. We do see that it does happen, it does last for 2 hours. The more answers, the mafsik beni, but there's an interval and there's a pause in between. And the brokim on the lightning, he says, Baruch shekoichag v'rosam alei olam. My brokim amarava berka lightning, v'amarava barka yichido, barka chivra. All of these that are going to be mentioned over here, all of these things are considered harmful. So a barka yichida, if it's a single lightning, a single flash of lightning, a barka chivra, if it's white, or birka yirakai, so if it's yellow, va'anani desalkim b'kera ma'aravis, or if you have clouds that come from the west corner, b'kera and ma'aravis, so also b'kera and drums, and it comes around to the south corner of the horizon. V'tate anani desalkim chara la'abechaver, there are two clouds which come to face each other, to meet each other. Kulan, caution. All of these are harmful. L'may nafkamina, we can't do anything about it. L'may nafkamina, no, l'bay rachman, that you can down to Hashem, you can ask rachamim. V'hani mila b'layla, but that's only if it occurs at night. Aval b'tzafra, las b'mishashim, but if it's in the daytime, it's of no concern. Amar Shmuel barav Yitzchak, hane anane b'tzafra, las b'mishashim. The morning clouds in the morning of no substance, so the rain that would come from them has no real benefit. As the pasuk says, your chesed is like the clouds of the morning. It's of no substance. It has no meaning, and therefore I can't give you a schus for that. What do you mean, harm? We have an expression. People say, when the rain falls in the early morning, when the gates of the city are open in the morning. So you, the donkey driver, fold up your sack, fold it over, and go to sleep. Meaning, the one who is this is people who transport, bring in the grain, and they sell it in the market, and they try to bring it and get a good price. So if the rain falls in the morning, there's going to be an abundance, and there's going to be abundance of crops, and the price will go down. They won't be able to get a good price. So people, now of course it's only raining now, the crops will come later, but people in anticipation of a bountiful harvest will therefore not pay for a high price for the produce. So the people, the donkey drivers who were bringing the grain to sell, when they see that, close up shop, fold up your sack, and go to sleep, because you're not going to be able to get a good price. So you see that the morning rain is beneficial. The more answers like kasha, when do we say that it is considered a good sign, that it's going to be beneficial? That's when the clouds are thick clouds, dark clouds that cover the sky. But when we say that they're of no substance, that's when it's just thin clouds and the rain over there will not be beneficial. Amr Alexandri Amr Shuban Levi Ella Livsha Takmumish. The Ramim were created, the thunder was created to straighten out the crookedness of the heart. People hear the thunder, they get scared. They have scared, they get scared, they have Yerushalayim, and it straightens them out. Shenemar, it says, Velakim Asa Shir Milfono. Hashem created them so that they have Yerushalayim. If a person sees a rainbow, if he has to fall on his face, has to have nefilas apayim. Shenemar kamara keshes asher ba'anan v'goyma ve'era ve'epol apana. He says, I saw it and I fell on my face. But Lai Lavimarav in Eretz Yisrael, they oppose that minute. Mishon de Mechse command the Sagan the Kashta, because it looks like a person is bowing down, that he's serving the kashes. It's like he's making it into an avodah zarah, so they were opposed to that. Aval bruchi v'adem mevarach, but you certainly have to make a brach. My mevarach, baruch zoicher habris. That Hashem remembers the bris, that not to bring the mabul. He says, Nemen b'vrisa kambamar, his faithfulness, even though there are Rishayim, even though there may perhaps reasons for the mabul, but Hashem is Neman, he's trustworthy, he does not bring the mabul. Amar Papa Hilchach, the mineral divine, we should combine it and say it as one. Baruch Zachar Beis v'Nemen b'vrisa v'kaim b'mamar. We say both. Allah Horim Valagoyes, on the mountains and hills, you say Oise Maise Bracious, Oise Bracious, Oise Maise Bracious. What we said before, the lightning, etc., is that not Maise Bracious? Only here you say Maise Bracious. Vaksi Brokim Lamatar also. It says Hashem created the lightning. So that is also Maise Bracious. Everything was created in Maise Sheshmei Bracious. Why dafka over here do we say Maise Bracious? Amar Bai Kroich Vatani in a Chanami. You combine, it doesn't mean only Maise Bracious, it means on all of them you say Koich Varosa and Maise Bracious, you say it combined in one. Rav Amar Hasam Varach Tat. It says on the previous ones, for instance, lightning and thunder, you make both brachos, because it's both Maise Bracious and it's Koich Gvura, it's a Koich Gvura. So Hasam Mevarach Tad Baruch Shekoich Mole Oilam Ois Maise Bracious Hacha Ois Maise Bracious Ika Shekoich Mole Oilam Leka. But over here you say only Maise Bracious, but not Koich Mole, because you don't. It's not the loud sound and the sounds and the shaking and the thunder that you don't see that over here. You only make the one bracha. So that's the way Rashi Shita is that you make on the other ones two brachas. And here you only make the one bracha. How the Rishonim learn is that the other ones you make either or, but here it's davke oisa maase bracious, because koich grosa is not appropriate. Amri Shuban Levi Haroya Rakiba Tarosa. If you see the sky in its clarity, Oimer Baruch Oisa Bracious. You make Oisa Bracious. That's the way the sky is supposed to look. Aim Asai, when is this? Amrabayaki Asa Mitra Kulilaila, when it rains the whole night. But Safra Asa Istana Megala Lishamaya. And in the morning the northern wind comes and it clears the sky. You see the perfectly clear sky. You make this bracha. But a pligi the Rafam Bar Papa Amrav Chista, the Amar Rafam Bar Papa Amrav Chista, Miyam Shachar Beis Mash Loin Nira Rakibet Haras. He says this does not exist. After the Churban, we don't see the clarity of the sky, so you don't make that bracha. Shenemar Al B'Shamayim Kadras. I'll clothe the sky in darkness. The sak asem kesusam, and kabri, their ksus, or garment, will be a sackcloth. So we don't have, after the Churban, we don't have that clarity of the sky, so you do not make this bracha.